Hello. Hello, my friends. Can you hear me? My friends, I've had a crazy day, a crazy week. Have you? Have you had a crazy week? I gotta tell you about what happened to me today. Well, my day started good. My day started quite early. I needed to meet a monk before sunrise. You get on the bus and you look for a seat and you smile at all the people greeting you. Walk to the back, sit at the back. You're really going somewhere, somewhere fast. At the back of the bus, at the back bench, there's a door that leads you out there. Watch the wheels under the bus. They're really going somewhere, somewhere. Metaphor, metaphor for your life. 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 This bus will never stop. This bus goes to the top. This bus, alright, it rolls and it rocks. This bus rocks. Take you where you wanna go. Every day a new road. Two hands reaching for the wheel. I see, touch, taste, hear, and feel. This bus will never stop. This bus goes to the top. This bus rides, it rolls, and it rocks. This bus rocks. Metaphor, metaphor for your life. 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 Yeah, so meeting this monk at dawn, like before dawn, because you know monks' hours. Monks are funny about the dawn. They like they have like a thing about dawn. They like to chant. So I had to get on a bus early, quite early. And I didn't know where I was going, but I knew that I had to follow the river, and obviously I just let the driver drive. We have and we have not, and we've forgiven and we are forgotten. And today on our birthday, we get together and wash the bitter years away. And I have cried for you. You have cried for me, and I would open up my heart if you would open yours to me. Rest your head, rest your weary heart on velvet clouds with a silver lining. You can quiet the inner city chatter of the pigeons and the rafters, and I have cried for you. You have cried for me, and I would open up my heart if you would open yours to me. Yes, I am falling like the night, like the rain. You could never bend this river. I'm falling like the night, like the rain. You could never bend this river, and I have cried for you. I have cried for me, and I would open up my heart if you would open yours to me. Yes, I would open up my heart if you would open yours to me. Now, let me tell you about when you're on a bus. When you're on a bus before dawn, there are characters. And I have always had an affinity of finding characters. There's something about, I don't know, it's something about the way I establish eye contact intensely with people. Yeah. Anyway, so there was this character there. Yeah. People can be cruel. People can be cruel. People can be cruel. People can be kind. Some people can stay out late and make you wait all night. People can be rude, it's true, and treat you so unkind. Some people can be your kind of people, but not be mine. But if they wanna speak, you gotta let them sing. And if they wanna hang, you gotta let them swing. Give them lots of rope, sit back and hope. Then when you're not standing underneath. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? People can be bought, people can be sold. Some people can't tell you what has gone stone cold. People can be quick to quit with no one left to hold. Some people are just the kind of people you can't know. But if they wanna speak, you gotta let them sing. And if they wanna hang, you gotta let them swing. Give them lots of rope, say back and hold. That when they fall, you're not standing underneath. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? People can be cruel. People can be cruel. People can be cruel. People can be kind. Some people can stay out late and make you wait all night. People can be rude, it's true, and treat you so unkind. Some people can be your kind of people, but not be mine. But if they want to speak, you gotta let them sing. And if they want to hang, you've got to let them swing. Give them lots of rope, I say again. That when they fall, you're not standing underneath. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Now this character who was sitting beside me, I mean, he sat beside me. Like, I had my spot. You know how sometimes you get onto a vehicle or you go to the movie theater or something, and there's all these empty seats, all kinds of empty seats, and you go to the empty section where you have your own thing. It's totally your own thing. And somebody comes and sits like right next to you or right in front of you, right next to you. Well, this fellow, he sat right next to me. A little girl with long brown legs, I see you walking alone. I got a big car, you gotta walk far. Why don't I drive you home? And I'm so in love with you, and you don't know, you don't know what I mean to do. It's a hot day to be walking. Tell me something I don't know. You can't travel on that gravel. There's a storm, feel the wind blow. And I'm so in love with you, and you don't know, you don't know what I mean to do. You turn me on like a hurricane, babe, a summer storm. You're a weather vane, babe. I'll huff and puff and blow your whole world apart. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a hurricane, babe. I'm a hurricane, babe. I'm a hurricane, babe. So in love with you, and you don't know, you don't know what I mean to do. Now, really, there was nothing weird about this fellow. He was a perfectly normal fellow. He was just really chatty. You know how some people they just got to talk to you, they got a story to tell, and they got to get it off their chest? Well, you just gotta, I'm a good listener. I'm a good listener is what people call, some people call being a people pleaser. Anyway, this fellow he was telling me a story. He was telling me many stories. Which was good, because it was a long trip, right? We're traveling along the river and trying to get to this monk's place, see this monk before dawn, before sunrise. She pops a baby, she pops another one. He knocks a drugstore, he knocks another one. He drops a ball, he drops another one. She walks a mile, she walks another one. Spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. He lost a battle, he lost another one. She cracked a smile, she cracked another one. She turned a corner, she turned another one. He shot a child, he shot another one. Spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. Oh, do you love at the end of the day? Is it me that you love, but you won't ever say? You must spin another one, spin another one. 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 She told a lie, she told another one. He bought a day, he bought another one. He took a wife, he took another one. She blamed herself, then blamed another one. Spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. You must spin another one, spin another one. Oh, do you love at the end of the day? Is it me that you love, but you won't ever say? Oh, another one, spin another one, no, spin another one. Spin another one. Spin another one, you must. So that's when I noticed. He says to me, he says, I'm sorry about being so wet. And that's when I noticed. I hadn't noticed before that, in fact, he was soaking wet. And his, like, the wetness of his pants and stuff was sort of on the seat, and it was sort of soaking over to my side, right? And at first I hadn't noticed it because I frequently have to pee, and I don't realize that I have to pee. And I thought, well, this is one of those times I just have to pee. That's what that feeling is. But no, it wasn't. That guy was totally wet. And I'm wondering, why is he wet? And just as I'm thinking, why is this guy wet? He says to me, you're probably wondering why I'm wet. And I'm like, yeah, totally. Because now he's got me totally sucked in. He's just telling me all these stories and everything. And then he does this whole thing about, well, I'll just, anyway, it goes like, I am not ashamed of what I have become, nor am I afraid of where I will end up or when my time will come. I know what I'm made of. Oh, nothing, nothing that gives me comfort, oh, that keeps me warm, to know this empty cup, this tin of skin and bone, this pot of doubt and thought, trimmed to rim and brim of more than enough. Nothing, 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 oh, nothing, oh, nothing. So I'm thinking, well, this guy's he's kind of deep, right? He's kind of deep. I like that. I like a deep conversation, you know? I don't like, you know, the kind of weather we're having kind of conversations. Although weather patterns can be fascinating. And certainly climate change is worthy of discussion, but this was not one of those kind of discussions. This was sitting on a bus. It was still dark out. We're driving beside a river, and the guy beside me is soaking wet. And he's telling me this story. He's telling me it just gets, well, okay, so what happens is he tells me that he was actually driving, and that he ran out of gas in the middle of nowhere, and that, I don't even know what time this must have been. It must have been like late, like the night before or something. He said it was dark, and he traveled by the light of the moon anyway, so. Yeah, so I guess he walked in the middle of nowhere. walking down that road, conversationally speaking, and we weren't getting nowhere in a hurry. I'm tired of walking. Can we take a cab? To a moony-eyed cafe where the light makes me shiver. Temptation in a cup, a premeditated funk of a glorified bliss, a glorified bliss, for a kiss on the ice as this body is laid to rest. And we mourn, we mourn, we mourn, we mourn for a good life. Yes, we mourn, we mourn, we mourn, we mourn for a good life. Well-dressed beggars and paupers, and I could have sworn screamers had much more to say in the outburst, like a suit with its image in a briefcase of glorified bliss, glorified bliss, for a kiss on the ice as this body's laid to rest. And we mourn, we mourn, we mourn, we mourn for a good life. Yes, we mourn, we mourn, we mourn, we mourn for a good life of glorified bliss, of glorified bliss, of glorified bliss. So he proceeds to tell me about this long walk that he has in the pitch dark. I mean, there's the moon, but it wasn't a full moon. No, it wasn't a full moon. It was one of those fingernail moons, like a little sliver, just a little bit of moon. The kind of moon that doesn't explain why something is howling. You're like, why are you howling? There's no moon. But he's talking about it with such, such lightheartedness, right? And he's becoming less weird by the minute. I should explain that. He's getting less weird by the minute. He's telling me these stories. And as he's telling me about walking in the dark and stumbling, bumping into rocks and stuff, I'm thinking, this is amazing. He's got such a good attitude, Envy the sadness, envy the laugh, envy the future, envy the past, envy the daylight, envy the night, envy the left then, envy the right, envy the shy, but is pride such a sin? I'd rather die with a envy suspicion, envy the truth, envy superstition, envy the proof, envy the first to leave, envy the last, envy the slow to love, envy the fast, envy the woman that I've never met. I want her lover sleep in my bed. I want it, I want it all. I want it, I want it all. Envy the circumstance, envy the luck, envy the analyst, envy the nut, envy the cancer, envy the cure, envy the tainted, envy the pure, envy the worker who gets so much done. I'd rather lie here and sleep in the sun. I want it, I want it all. I want it, I want it all. Dream makers, world shapers, crowd pleasers, iron singsters, the big boss, the big shots, not have not, not have not. Envy the idol, envy the God, envy the prophet, envy the fraud, envy the apple, envy the taste, envy the angel with the 18-inch waist, envy the judge who knows right from wrong, pity the singer who brought you this song. Well, just as I'm thinking, well, this guy's got it all. I mean, he might be wet and he's on a bus before dawn, and well, but he's, you know, he's out there, he's in the moonlight, he's having a nice stroll, he's got it all happening. And then he tells me, he grabs my arm, and he says, no, but listen. He says, I fell into a hole. Yeah, into a hole. The whole room, the whole place. Now you're gone, I got more space. I can put my stuff any place. The whole rug, the whole floor, the whole bed, half plus half more. I got more than I bargained for. I got more than you, but you got gone. And now a single cup of tea is all that comforts me. The whole cake, the last milk, the whole get home, I'll tell you I was wrong. So, walking in the dark is one thing, but falling in a hole is a whole different thing. Angel of mercy, angel of light, do not desert me on this hollow night. Angel of passion, angel of earth, call me your servant, too proud to serve you. Save me, please. Save me, please. My heart is wanting, my heart is true, is there forgiveness from forgotten you? Save me, please. Save me, please. My soul is willing, your touch divine. Can you make me whole when it's stitching time? Save me, I'm alive, I'm alive. Save me, I'm alive, I'm alive. Save me, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. So apparently, he wasn't the first person to fall into this hole. I know, that's weird. Let me tell you about that. there had been somebody else who had been in the hole. And apparently they'd been in the hole for so long that they'd built furniture out of the tree roots and stuff, you know, that had grew in. Yeah, they had a little table, a little chair, like a nice little comfy setup. But they were a skeleton, so, you know, nice setup, but skeleton. My mind is drifting like a sparrow, but I stay sitting till tomorrow. There's a list, but I'm listening to the right. I must listen to my sorrow tonight. Grass is dreaming, random thoughts are streaming underneath the mushroom tops, caterpillars leaning, tiny cups are brimming, little talkers grinning underneath the mushroom tops, yellow chins are glistening. Oh, I'm falling behind. I'm following my mind, yeah. What am I waiting for if it never goes away? What am I leaving if I stay another day? Oh, I just can't stop, and I don't know why. I think I'm gonna do this till the day I die. It makes me humble, it makes me sigh. I think I'm gonna do this till the day I die. Now, as he's telling me this story, and he's telling me about being in this hole in the middle of nowhere, still dark, with a little table and a chair and a skeleton, I'm thinking, I should probably be talking. I should probably be telling him something, right? Like, I should tell him something. So I tell him something. The first man I ever loved was Eddie standing ready. He was the most beautiful man I had ever seen. I was 13, and I knew I would be standing ready forever. I didn't know if it was one word, standing ready, or two words, standing ready. But the tattoo went all the way around his arm. Fire on my fingertips and a lie on my lips. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. Eddie and I would go to the drive-in late at night and talk about changing my name. Bishop was religious but appropriate on Sunday, like church in Ipperwash, where my father knew the pastor, the senior. Fire on my fingertips and a lie on my lips. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. Eddie would teach me how to drive at the drive-in. And I was more than a little scared, because my father's eyes were everywhere. Of course, he suspected we were having sex, which was a fact, but he didn't need to know that. Eddie and I were rebels. He packed his bag and I my shovel, and we headed out at 4 a.m. to the sound of my father's snores. Repent. Redemption. Repent. Redemption. Fire on my fingertips and a lie on my lips. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. His brother was still out after a night of howling. He saw me driving and he wanted me. Sometimes his brother touched me in a way you're not supposed to touch young girls. 180 degrees later, he was behind us and gaining. Have you ever lived a time in your life in slow motion? Fire on my fingertips and a lie on my lips. Kiss me, 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 kiss me. Radio playing, blood flowing, and Eddie's forehead cracking the windshield in two, and all of him flying into space. The first man I ever loved was Eddie standing ready. He was the most beautiful man I had ever seen. I was 13. So this fellow was looking at me, sort of. He was giving me a bit of a look. I've seen that look before. It was a bit of a look. But he continues. I said, well, please, no, tell me more about your story. I sorry to interrupt. What were you talking about? So he started saying, he said that, so he was in the hole, right, with the skeleton and the table made out of the roots. And it's still dark, of course. And we're still driving along in this bus. And he says it started to rain. And I remembered, yeah, it did rain. It had rained. It had rained quite hard. I was actually thinking, I hope it doesn't rain when I'm on my way to the bus station when I went. So it had rained really hard. So he tells me it had been raining like a huge amount. Man, the wind really blows my mind. I must be made of wind chimes on the inside. Tiny bones hauled up in a line, holes for wind and some sunshine. Or maybe I am made of tin. That explains my metal grin, where spaces where the birds come in and little fishes stretch their fins. Flesh and blood, 98 points water. Flesh and blood, 98 points water. I know that I'm not made of wood, else I'd crack like I know I could, else I'd burn like I know I should. 'Cause even though the world is good, there are those who crumble where they stood. Flesh and blood, 98 points water. Flesh and blood, 98 points water. Days like these, it's only gravity. Days like these, it's only gravity. I fear that I am made of stone to hear some others cry and groan, to say the fallow I have sown. Remember things I have been shown. Flesh and blood, 98 points water. Flesh and blood, 98 points water. Days like these, it's only gravity. Days like these, it's only gravity. Let me go, flesh and blood, 98 points water. Let me go, flesh and blood, 98 points water. Let me go, flesh and blood, 98 points water. Let me go. So now we're almost at the bus stop, like where I'm going to meet this monk, and the sun's just about to come up. Well, we're nearly there. Like we've got like we got like 3 minutes left. So I'm wondering, like, what, how did you, what happened? And so he tells me that have you seen that video of the donkey that's stuck in the well, and then the water comes up and it raises the donkey up until the farmers can pull the donkey up? Well, that's what happened to him. The water just kept rising up, and so he got to the ground and he sort of swam out, and he got onto the ground, and then he ran, he caught the bus, and he got on the bus, and he's on there with me. I'm like, that is fantastic. What a fantastical story. I can hardly believe it. And as we're pushing up to the bus station, we're pulling up to the bus station, right? Now we're there. And do I introduce myself? I'd ask him his name, he's almost dry now. And then he says to me, it's nice to meet me. He's got to run because he's meeting somebody. Because he was there he was handing off this thing. And I'm like, well, I'm meeting somebody too. I'm meeting a monk at dawn. And he's like, I'm a monk. I'm like, oh, wow, what are the odds, right? Meeting a monk on a bus, and it's the very monk that I'm going to meet. Anyway, that's the monk. That was him the whole time. That was the monk. And anyway, he gave me the thing that I was there for, that I went for, which was my voice. I had been searching and searching for my voice, and then turns out this monk had it the whole time. So I got that, and yeah. So this is my last song. I am not pretty, but I'm the best that I am. I'm not perfect, but I do the best that I can. I've made a lot of mistakes, a lot of takes. In fact, I'd like to do this over again, so I will. Starting right now, begin again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not ashamed to say I'm broken inside. I'm not afraid to say I'm too lost to hide. I made a lot of false starts, a lot of regrets. In fact, I'd like to do this over again, so I will. Starting right now, begin again. 1, 2, 3. If only my angel could give me my wings. A lifetime's a long time to wish for something. Oh, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. All right, it's time again for another life, so I will. Starting right now, begin again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not so proud to know that's not very good. I'm not so good to know if and how I could. I've made a lot of missteps, a lot of bad trips. In fact, I'd like to do this over again, so I will. Starting right now, begin again. 1, 2, 3. If only my angel could give me my wings. A lifetime's a long time to wish for something. Oh, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. All right, it's time again to start another life, so I will. Starting right now, begin again. So I will. Starting right now, begin again. So I will. Starting right now, begin again. 2, 3, 4. All right, what do we do now? What do we do now? This is my very first live stream. I don't know how it sounded. Did it sound okay? I'm gonna take my headphones off, I'm gonna put the guitar down, and then, do you wanna talk for a minute? I don't know what you guys wanna talk about. I don't know if you wanna talk. I don't know how to do this, okay? So we're just okay. All right, I'm here. I'm here, present. Oh, I need water. Okay, I don't know, can I? I can't see that far. Oh no, I can't see that far. Oh, but it looks like you're making comments. Does it sound okay? Yeah, the sound was good. Oh, thank you very much. I can't tell you, there was a lot of, I was worried. I'm really worried about the sound. So maybe you're just being polite. Maybe you're just being polite because I'm going to listen back. I worried about the sound because it's the songs. So the songs have to sound good. You can't just, I think. Oh, anyway. And, my voice, whatever. It meant I had to do some technical things. It meant I got to fall into, oh man, that thing where, so now I'm gonna do a live stream, so I say to myself, so now I've got to be an expert. I have to be an expert in live streaming. I have to become an expert in how do you do the thing. So I had to research, and of course I researched. I love researching. Research and get the right tech and everything. So I got some new tech, and then I couldn't get the tech to work, and then, all kinds of things. So thank you. I'm glad that the sound was okay. I'm glad. Oh, who's here? Juju's here. Hi, Juju. And Jennifer Green is here, and Debbie. Hello, Debbie, and Lynn. And Rumble. Hey, Michelle. Are you rambling? You rambled here. That's so nice. That's so nice. Okay, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about this whole monk scene? What do you think about that? I mean, I should tell you that none of that happened, right? It's all a fiction. You know why? You know why I thought, okay. So I'm on Blue Sky now, and I feel like I'm friends with Stephen King. I was like, I'm probably not. He probably hasn't noticed me, but I get to see his, whatever you call those, the Blue Sky posts. They come up on my thing, anyway. So, yeah. Stephen King. That's sort of what I imagined. That's what I imagined with the skeleton in the, did you like the skeleton in the pit? Can you imagine that's what I would do. I mean, I am a person of invention. If I fell into a pit and I was stuck in there and I could build things out of the branches, I would totally. I mean, probably what I would build, I wouldn't build a table. Oh, if I built a table, I'd build a table to get up and out. I'd build a ladder. That's what I would do. I would build a ladder. I don't know if I'd be able to do, remember that movie about that rock climbing guy, the 127 hours? Remember, he's a rock climber and he falls in this thing and he gets his hand jammed or something, and then he has to cut his own, he has to do a whole mutilation thing. I could never do that. Because I'd be complaining the whole time. I would be in that pit situation complaining. He had to drink his pee too. I don't know if I could drink pee. Do you think you could drink pee? Could you drink pee? Probably. I mean, if we've got to survive. But I wouldn't drink pee recreationally. I don't know. Do people? There are people, aren't there? There are people who drink pee recreationally. They have some kind of name, I'm sure. Some kind of Probably P is in, or urination is in their name. Oh, maybe. Urination. Urination. That's who they are, probably. Or if they aren't, we should contact them and let them know about that. Or if they're not an organized group, they should be an organized group. They probably are an organized group. Or would that be something you do in secret if you drink your pee? No, you would do it in secret at first, and then as soon as you said it accidentally to somebody and they also did it, then you would unite. You would totally want to be with other people who drank their pee. Would you share your pee? Would you do like a swapping kind of situation? Different. Would you do like a potluck? But because it's pee, you'd call it a pee-luck, right? I don't know. These are just some ideas. I'm just throwing out these ideas for the urination people. Yeah, Lynn. Yeah, you're doubtful on the drinking the pee? Yeah, don't. I'm not recommended. Not recommended. Homeopathy, yes, Stephen, that is a thing, isn't it? Isn't that? That is a thing. Those people, homeopathic people. I mean, we're all homeopathic people, aren't we? Because we all are homeo and pathic. Yeah. Yeah. People, they gargle. I once knew a person who did a lot of yoga who, she swore that gargling with her, I think she called it urine, or she had some other fancy yoga name. Yoga, that's a funny word. Anyway, I think she gargled to soothe a sore throat, gargle with urine. I would not. I've had pretty sore throats, but I have never resorted to gargling. Never gargled pee. If we're taking a tally on who has gargled pee, I have not, nor have I ever drank my pee. Not knowingly. Maybe in a pool situation, swimming pool situation. In exchange for UAs. What's a UA? Urinary affection? No. Urinary infection. I don't know what that is. Oh, Debbie will come to the urine party. If Yod makes snacks, if my partner Yod, my hubby Yod, yeah, he would make delicious. He would. He would never drink pee though. And you know what? He has a knack. Do you know this about him, Debbie? He's got a knack of, when we're driving and there's a person walking a dog, he has this uncanny ability to turn and look and see the dog as the dog is pooing. Happens every time. I mean, it's kind of uncanny. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about peeing and pooing for my first live stream. That's more of a second or third, like a third date thing, like a third show thing. Oh, I know. Urinary analysis. Thank you, JCE. That's what that is. UA, urinary analysis. Yes. TMU. Toronto Metropolitan University. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, there's George. Hello, George. Snoring. Do you like the snoring? Isn't that? I love that song. So all of those songs, not all of them. No, I think actually a good many of them I would play with a band previously. Yeah, so that's when I started, I wrote them acoustically, just me. I'm going to listen to myself in my headphones just because it sounds like I'm like in someplace fancy. I do sound fancy because I put a little bit of, that's the technology, right? Isn't that interesting, technology, how that works? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so acoustically, solo acoustically. And that song, Eddie Standing Ready, I wrote with a bunch of other people. We wrote that song. I brought that song, and then we sort of wrote it. We finished it sort of together. And yeah, that's where I had, because the band was called Arlene Bishop, which gives me like, the king of the band kind of status. Nobody was allowed to tell me that I couldn't snore. I thought the snoring was not only relevant, but also hilarious and a lot of fun to snore on stage. I don't know if there are any other songs in existence where snoring exists. I don't know. Oh, we could, autistic not alien is here. Hey, Neil. We could talk about farts. We could. Well, we probably should if we're going to be talking about peeing and pooing. I guess in between, is farts in between? That kind of. That's the whole spectrum of the bodily functions. But there's more bodily functions, which I don't know. We should have charts. We should maybe have an expert in, maybe like a guest speaker. The older I get, the less self-conscious I am about farting. Although saying the word, what a word. See, you English folks have it's a much gentler way of saying it, fart. It's much nicer. We Canadians, we say fart. If we're on the East Coast, we say fart. It is a fun word. It's almost onomatopoeic, isn't it, fart? It's a kind of fart to say fart. Yeah, that's a get out of the room. If you're going to do that, go to the next room. That's what kind of fart that is. If it sounds like fart, go to the next room. Yeah. Snoring, peeing, pooing, farting. What else is there? There's more. There's complaining. That's what I do all the time. Complain, blah, 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 blah. Diagrams. Why with all the bodily function? Sharon, because it's Friday night, man. That's what we do. We are. Okay, let's not. I agree with you. It's not very sophisticated. Instead, let's talk about, for example, the influence of church on society. Or fashion. We could talk about fashion. I can't talk about fashion. That'd be a terrible thing for me to talk about. Yeah, tops and bottoms. That's tops, bottoms, shoes, underwear, brassiere. I'm wearing a new bra. Who brought up fashion? It was me. I'm wearing a new bra right now. New bra. Lynn Miles, musician, she has the best line. Get off stage, and she's a marvelous performer, right? So she'd get off stage, and somebody would say, "Nice set." She'd say, "Thanks, new bra." Lynn Miles, everyone. Fabulous. Yeah. You know who else says fart very nicely, very well? Stephen Page, Bare Naked Ladies. He can say fart. Actually, all the Bare Naked Ladies, they could say fart. They could write a song about fart. If farts are actually onomatopoeic, that's quite a skill. That's quite a unique skill. What if that was like your thing, and you worked on it? You'd work on it privately, but then you'd like at an event you'd crack it open, or talent show. They'd be like Neil is here to present for us his symphonic rendition of, what would it be? I don't know. Something good with fart. You know, one of the things I love about burps. This is totally a holdover from childhood. Sorry, Sharon. This is the Bodily Function Show, the first live stream. I'm pretty sure I read the YouTube description of what you should do. Pretty sure it said talk about bodily functions. I'm pretty sure. I am a rule follower, so yeah. Anyway, when I was a kid, it used to be a real skill for people who could burp up to burp the alphabet, right? That was the thing. That was really, do people still do that? Do kids do that? Do kids? Boy, they're really missing out on something if they don't. Because burping the alphabet. Yod, my partner Yod, he's a burper. Yeah, he's a cook. I mean, he's a musician, but he's also a chef. And he enjoys food, and his culture says that it's a good meal, you burp. I don't know, if it was a fancy thing, if we went to, probably if we had a meal with he would not burp in front of the king or something like that. But, what I was gonna say is that when he burps, sometimes I'll say oh, you got all the way up to H, right? He loves that, he laughs. I like to make him laugh. Yes, Stephen. Yes, humans of a certain age. Humans of a certain age. Oh, that's funny. All right. Okay. My eyesight. Eyes. That's the thing, right? That's bodily functions. YouTube terms of eyes. Is it an 80s thing? Burping the alphabet is an 80s thing? I could only ever do, accidentally. That's good. Yeah. Definitely an 80s thing. That's funny. It definitely became a thing when we started to drink beer, because suddenly then you got all that extra air, all that projectile fuel, all that, not projectile, barfing. Let's not talk about barfing. I have barfed a lot in my life. I'm an easy barfer. You know that Lionel Richie song, Easy Barfer? I think is that Lionel Richie? Yeah, Easy Barfer. Yes, a child's right of passion. I like passion. It is a rite of passage. That's true. Is that, what, for kids, let's get technical here. I really shouldn't be messing with my mic stand, but what else am I going to do? Pick my nose? That's another thing. Rite of passage. What was I going to say? Passion, children. I don't know. Whatever I was going to say. It went away with the mic stand. Oh. Right. Oh, hey, Rob Adler's. Is that how it is, Adler's? I never said your name out loud, Rob. That's weird. That's so nice. There's so many people here. This is like a party. This is a really good kind of party. Yeah, this is a great kind of party. Yeah. This is a great kind of party. But what were we talking about? Something really important. Thank you, Juju. Thank you for coming. Everyone say goodnight to Juju. It's very late where you are. I know it's also late where you are, too. Autistic Not Alien, who's one of my favorite channels, everybody. Autistic Not Alien. Neil has I love your channel, Neil. I love your videos. I think you're right on. And thank you, Juju. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad that you did. I'm so glad that we met, Juju. I think we met on Autistic Not Aliens, a live stream there. So that's nice. Isn't that communication coming together? Community coming together. Well, listen to me. I'm starting to short circuit because I performed. Ooh, that's the first time I've had a gig in a long time. I mean, the gig. Here I am. Yeah, that's the first time. That's the first time in a long time. It was the first time I wanted to play. Feels so great to want to sing. Such a great feeling. Oh, are my armpits wet? Sorry about that. I'm giving you the wet armpit look. Your wife is snoring. Long day. Yeah, that's a good sleep. Thank you very much, Sharon. You too have a good weekend. I think maybe, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. So are there any topics that we need to discuss? Is there anything else that we need to? Thank you, Juju. We'll see you soon. We'll talk to you soon. And Joanne is here. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Those, you know what? What are they called? Emoticons? I never quite understand them. Those look like mangoes. And I do like mangoes. So a series of mangoes is nice. I do like that. It's 1921. JCE, where are you? What's 1921? What does that mean? 19,21. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're going to go to 2 gigs next. That's very good. No. Oh, well, that's nice. Neither of them will be as good as this one. Well, that's nice. Well, thank you very much. Well, I won't tell those people those gigs that you're going to. Tip for next time, George says. And there must be a next time. Give yourself a 15-minute break to read the comments and take a breather and make the after chat a separate live feed. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. That was a good idea. Clapping mangoes. Oh, 1721. Oh, you talk in, what do you call that? Military time. Yod, my partner Yod talks in military time. I never know what he's saying. He says we're going someplace at 1745. I don't know what, I gotta there's a whole thing I gotta do. I have to process what that means. Especially if if we're going at 0800, that's easier. But as soon as it gets past 12, like 13, we're leaving at 13:55. I don't know, is that now? I don't know what time that is. You're in the wood. Oh, you're in Texas. Oh, hi. That's very nice. There's people from all around. Oh, you're going to see Gomez, a British band, and the Scissor Sisters. Hey, did you do your writings today? Did you do your music reviews today? Oh, lead singer from Gomez. Oh, I think you mentioned that. I bet that will be good. I don't know any modern music now. I don't think I do. And I never really thought of people. I have this weird thing about people are just people. And I forget that they're bands or that they're, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird to explain. I forget that there are people on stage. Yes, George. The exact military time. Yeah. Well, the time now militarily is 61,025, I think is what it is. Aren't time zones weird? Aren't they cool? Aren't they weird? I don't know. Are you, Australia, are you here? Which is tomorrow? That's too weird. And if you're in Thailand, then you're basically the next day, you're almost, I don't know. Oh yeah, Casper Skulls. Did you say? Right, they're from Sudbury, and then they moved to Toronto because one of the people is going to art school, I think is what I read. I looked them up, actually, from you talking about it. It's neat the things you learn. It's neat the things you learn on the internet. So, everyone, I'm going to thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming to this live stream, for giving me this opportunity. I have really enjoyed it, and I've really enjoyed talking to you about it. And I would like to do this again, I think. Yeah, I would. I would like to do this again. You tell me if you think that's a good idea.
So I'm going to do what autistic, not alien, what Neil does, because I don't know how to end this. And he does 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to say goodbye. And I'm going to wish you all well. Have a wonderful evening or nighttime. Go to bed or stay up late, or if it's tomorrow, do whatever you want to do. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you again. I'm going to drop a new video on Sunday. I think I'm going to talk about this good experience that I've had. It's so nice to have a good experience. So nice. Thank you, everyone. And I'm going to see you again. So, I don't know what button to press, so I guess I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. Goodbye. 3, 2, 1, goodbye. So long, everyone. Bye-bye.